Buonasera, welcome back to our sessions of Italian. These videos are for different levels, so they can be useful for beginners, intermediate, and also advanced. On this channel, there is a playlist which is a course for beginners only. So if you have just started studying the language, or if you don't have much experience, you can follow that. And all the other videos, as I said, they are a mixture that can be useful for different for students of different levels. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, and leaving comments and also requests. Let me remind you, especially the new subscribers, that I'm very happy if you do ask questions in the comments. If it is a very short and easy answer, I can reply in the comments. Otherwise, I will upload a video. So feel free to as I said, request any topics or clarification about any videos that I have uploaded. Today, we are going to see a word in particular, how to translate a specific word, which is used in English very often and in different contexts, but it doesn't translate very well in Italian and certainly does not translate with the same words that you can use in English. I'm talking about the word busy. So somebody is busy, or work can be busy. And the roads can be busy, a place can be busy. So in English, you can use the same word, but not in Italian. So let's see what we can do in Italian to translate this word in different context. As we know already now, context is crucial. So we need to know what are we talking about in particular, and can we use specific words for different situations. So some examples, some translations of this word. So busy is an adjective. So let's see some translations of busy, of the adjective busy. We can use occupato, we can use affollato, trafficato. So in general, in fact, not in particular yet, but in general, occupato refers to a person. Affollato is crowded with people. Trafficato is in particular could be there could be a lot of traffic, so vehicles traffic, or otherwise un posto, a place which is trafficato. It is actually a busy place, meaning there are a lot of people and could be vehicles, a lot of moving, as I said, people and things and cars. It could be anything. Or trafficato, we could also specifically talk about a road which is very, so molto trafficata, feminine because è strada, meaning that there are a lot of cars or other vehicles in it. But let's see more specifically. So these are just some main adjectives that we can use to translate the English adjective busy. But let's see some more specific context. So when we're talking about a person who is busy, then we can use, as we just seen, the adjective occupato. So as an adjective, obviously will change according to gender and number. So masculine, feminine, singular, plural. So somebody is occupato, masculine singular, or occupata, feminine singular. Another adjective that you can use is impegnato. Sono impegnato, meaning I have commitments Impegnato is somebody who has commitment, who has committed him or herself to any jobs or appointments or whatever it is. So it used exactly in the same way. You can say io sono occupato or io sono impegnato. There is a slight small difference, again, depending on the situation. For example, yeah, they are interchangeable in some situations, or we can see a little difference. Occupato means you are doing a lot of jobs, for example. If you are not, sorry, I cannot make it because I am occupato, meaning, as I said, if we want to be really more specific or more accurate, you have many little jobs to do. Impegnato, instead, you have made some commitment. So that is the difference. However, as I said, they can be interchangeable as well. Another way to say that you are busy is you can say ho impegni, I have commitments or things to do, basically, which is in the following expression: ho da fare, I have things to do. So this was avere. Obviously, I've written the infinitive, have a commitment, or have things to do, literally have to do. I have to do, to do's. So these are different ways that you can use, as I said, they can be interchangeable, or if you want to be a little bit more precise, you can use one instead of another. So these ones, the first two are adjectives. The second, instead, you're using the verb to have, followed by some other information. So examples here, conjugated: sono occupato, sono impegnato, or otherwise with the verb ho impegni, ho da fare. So this is how you use these words that we've just seen. If we are talking about a place, a busy place, do not ever say that a place is occupato, in a sense like the road, the square, the room. Well, in fact, again, it can happen really, but not if you mean that there are many people. If what you mean is that there are many people somewhere, many people on the road, many people in a room, in whichever place, you cannot say that this place is occupato. We'll see some examples where you can use occupato for places, but let's see. As I said, not to say that there are many people. So instead, you can say that a place is affollato. Affollato means crowded. Affollato or affollata, if we're talking about a feminine place, I don't know, a square, una piazza, for example. Trafficato, which is the word that we saw earlier. Trafficato, again, could be specifically with a lot of traffic of cars, for example, or with a lot of people or cars, vehicles coming and going. That also means trafficato. Otherwise, you can describe a place. Again, it could be a train, a square, a road, a city. You can say c'è molta gente. There are a lot of people. Or ci sono molte persone. More specifically, there are many persons. The translation between these two sentences is just the same. There are a lot of people. In Italian, gente is crowd, it's singular, feminine, or otherwise exactly the same, really. We use either. You can use persons. So there are many people. Or there is a crowd, basically a big crowd. O c'è traffico, c'è molto traffico, again, thinking more about cars. So, le strade sono affollate. Um, you think that, oh, the meaning is that there are many people on the roads. They are crowded, so they are not occupate. Occupati would be they are occupied by something. So this kind of answers what I was saying earlier. That would be a different context, a different meaning, really. So, in fact, it is useful to know that so if you do say that una strada è occupata, it means it's been occupied by something, well, who knows what. So it doesn't happen very often, and I would recommend do not use, it's not occupied by people. Unless it's been invaded, there is a difference. So that's the meaning, being invaded, really, occupied, invaded. So not crowded, with just people walking around or doing their own thing. Now, if we're talking about work, if you are busy at work, again, occupato, but work cannot be busy. You are busy at work. So do not say il lavoro è occupato. That is completely wrong. You can say io sono molto occupato al lavoro. I am very busy at work. So at the workplace. Or you can say ho molto lavoro. You can see the examples here. So io sono occupato, occupata. You can say ho molto lavoro. I have a lot of work. Or c'è molto lavoro. There is a lot of work to do, to be done. So do not say il lavoro è occupato, like work is busy. The person is occupato, not work. Work is like you have a lot of work, a lot of things to do. And if we're talking about busy, so I had a busy day again, un giorno cannot be occupato, in the sense of busy, the way it's used in English. So you can say, if you've had a busy time, you can say you have had una giornata piena, a day full of things to do. O una settimana intensa, an intense week, meaning with many things, again, many things to do. So it would be a busy week. So not una settimana occupata o un giorno occupato. So pieno o intenso instead as an adjective. So this is, I've written this one. This, in fact, should be red. I'll do it now in red. Lavoro, do not say this sentence. Il lavoro è occupato. It's unless it's been occupied or invaded by somebody, then this sentence is wrong. And also, if it was occupied or invaded by somebody, we mean the workplace, not the thing they need to be done for work. So do not say the sentence. And then now let's see some other uses of the adjective occupato. So yes, we can have un posto, meaning a seat, a place or a seat in particular, which is occupato. For example, I don't know, it could be cinema, theater, anywhere where there are seats, with a numbered seats, for example, or not necessarily. It could be a coach as well, a bus, a train, I think I said. So let's say if you are sitting and you have a free or an empty seat or chair next to you, somebody can ask you if that chair, that seat is occupata. So il posto, meaning again the place, but meaning the seat, again the chair is occupato. So it's a normal a normal question that you can be asked if you are, let's say you're sitting on a train and nobody is sitting next to you, and somebody can ask you, è occupato? Is it taken, basically? So you can say sì, è occupato, yes, it is taken, or no, non è occupato, it's not taken. So that's when we can say that a place, but we're talking about again a seat or a chair is occupato. Also, if you need to go to the bathroom and somebody is in there, il bagno è occupato. It is occupied by, by somebody. But I mean, think in English, actually the word is engaged, which can, in fact, does also have a completely different meaning. And then telefono, this is not exactly the way to say it, is more of a reminder. If we are calling somebody, we dial the number and we get the dial tone of a person who is on another call, then we can say è occupato. It is occupied. It is engaged. The line is engaged. So these are some uses of the word occupato, which are not of or for a person. But I said they are very, very specific, very specific. So instead, you have to be careful if you're talking about a busy time, we've seen, busy work, busy at work. If a place is crowded, crowded, or with many cars, many people, or if you have things to do, you have errands to run, or you have commitments or appointments. In the case, you are occupato. So you can think about these three main words: occupato for the person, affollato, which is a place full of people, crowded, trafficato in general, a place with many cars or other vehicles. So hopefully this will help you. And even if you have learned just one thing, which is do not say il lavoro è occupato, even just one thing is good enough. And obviously you can start learning which adjective or which expressions you can use for the different situations and the different contexts. So I hope this was useful. And as usual, do like, subscribe, and share the videos with whoever may benefit from them. Also, I remind you, as I did, as I said at the beginning of this video, that I'm very happy to publish or post videos covering topics that you are interested in and they're not clear or you've never done before. And feel free to ask any questions about any videos that I post as well. And also, I remind you that I do private tuition. And so if you get in touch, if you are interested in having private tuition one-to-one on Zoom or very, very small groups, maximum 3 students, then we can chat about that. Thanks for listening, and I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye. Ciao.